we're out here. You can see the E36 as well. You guys can hear that. Got a bit of a lifter tick going on here. See if you can get a good listen to this. Now this is going to be what we are working on next, is changing out some of the lifters on this thing to see if we can quiet it down. Also, I'm out here, I kind of wanted to give a rundown on everything that's gone on here with the E36. Just kind of, I know it's been a while since we've uploaded anything or you've seen this car, so a lot has changed in like the past year or so with it. So I just kind of wanted to do an update of some of the parts, some of the trials and things, that struggles I've gone through working on this thing. So, if you don't remember, this used to be Matt's E36, that four-door that we were S52 swapping. So it's had a kind of a long struggle since then. First engine ended up not working out. It threw a rod through the block on the first test drive. So we got super unlucky with that. So after that happened, it just kind of sat in the storage unit for like 5 years until I bought it off him. He had a M52 aluminum block that we were going to swap in. So I ended up taking the head off the S52, got the good cams, put it on the aluminum block, and then lo and behold, all the head bolts were stripped out of the block. So I was chasing down a misfire, and it ended up only like 5 head bolts were holding the head on to this thing. So from there, I got a new kind of mystery, like complete M52, ready to swap in. At this point, I just wanted to get the car ready, just wanted to get it going again. So I just picked up a random kind of junkyard motor, tossed it in, ended up having a blown head gasket right off rip. So I know this is a lot of talking, but it's been like struggles, just constant struggles with this car. So changed the head gasket on it, put the new head on, was getting that ticking noise, but then there was another noise going on that kind of sounded a little more questionable, like bearing or rod knock or something. So, and I kind of wanted to keep the M power going anyway, so I ended up finding a S50 bottom end. So I got that on there. So I took the S50 bottom end, put my S52 head with the good cams and everything on here, and slapped it in, and it's been going good besides this lifter tick. I've put a decent amount of miles on it so far, and the tick is still there. So I think at this point, I'm gonna see if I can salvage some of the lifters out of that spare head and swap them in and see if we can't get this noise to go away. So besides just engine maintenance and stuff, we've also done a few drift mods so far. So if you look in here, we got a power steering leak, but also we got an extended lower control arm here, got a knuckle adapter, and then I don't know if you guys can see, but we got the Condor offset hard mounts for the lower control arms to get more caster. So this is kind of maxed angle so far. It's not bad. So we got the angle kit sorted, and then it came time to get my diff welded. So we got a 391 welded diff under here, ready to go. And also we picked up a ISR exhaust. You can kind of see it does hang a little low, but I'm not gonna run this thing super low, so it's fine. We did, still waiting on a seat bracket. Got the renowned steering wheel. Ended up running a Z3M OEM upgrade short shifter. And yeah, it's kind of where we're at with this thing. After we get these lifters in, hopefully gonna get a seat bracket, get an alignment, and then should be able to hit my first drift event. I wanted to make it out to, there's a Thanksgiving event up in Jackson, Michigan, but money got tight and I couldn't spend money on the entry fee and getting a fire extinguisher and helmet and all that stuff sorted before then, so decided to just kind of take it slow and spend the winter kind of getting this thing perfect, so hopefully I don't run into too many troubles on the first event. I'll try to get some other videos that I've taken kind of over like the past year and a half of some of these struggles and kind of try to overlay it onto this video, because just what I've said so far has only been the start of it. I've had to like RTV a head gasket, I've had to change out the wiring harness, it's almost caught fire several times, so if you guys want to hear more about that, you can let me know, but right now I'm just gonna grab some tools because it is freezing out here, and I have this spare head back here, so we will take a look at that and see if any of those lifters are salvageable. It's been in the back of my truck for like maybe a month now, so I know it's not the best for it, but we'll see. So I'll pick this back up, probably back at the garage at my apartment, and we'll kind of tear into that head and see if we can salvage some of these lifters. All right, guys, I'm back at the apartment garage. So this is that spare head that I'm going to be trying to pull the lifters out of. So again, like I said, it's been in the back of my truck for like a month or a month and a half or so. So it's gotten some moisture, but I'm hoping that we take the lifters out, put them in some oil, and then see if they can come back to life. So right now the head is at top dead center. So I know a lot of people, when they remove the cams, they rotate the engine over, and then also they might make it to where two sets of valves are open. I don't have a wrench or anything with me, so I think I'm just gonna take them out all slowly right now. Just one set of valves is open per side. Yeah, so I'm just gonna slowly back these off. About taking these off and making sure that they are in the right order and everything, but since I'm not reusing this head, I'm not going to really keep track of them. Also, that was my first time taking cams out like that, so I was just being real careful, just a little bit at a time, across, like evenly. So I'm sure that you can do it faster than that, but I just wanted to take my time with it. So believe it or not, a lot of these lifters, they're still covered in oil. They're still pretty squishy. So yeah, if you guys would let me know, if it was a bad lifter, would it be like not squishing? That's kind of what I'm assuming. Some of these you can look like this one has got some pretty crazy discoloration. I don't know if that's normal. I'll probably just pick some of the best looking ones out of here. And also, I do want to get you guys a close up. So you get a close up on this cam, you can see, I can feel that with my finger. There's some pretty deep scores front one's good. That one's pretty deep. That one looks like it's beginning there, but it doesn't catch on the nail. And these are good. Give you a close up. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna fill up this container with oil so that way these can all bleed for a little bit before we stick them in the new engine. Yeah, you can see oil bubbling out of that one. All right, so I'm gonna do the same to the other cam too, just so I have a good selection of lifters to choose from when we try to locate the baffling on the new engine. So. So if you notice, kind of what I was doing there is as the cam cap would come up, it would get tight. So I was just kind of going through and seeing which ones were finger loose and which ones were tight, and just kind of hitting the tight ones until they're loose, or until they're finger tight, and then hitting the next tight ones until they're finger tight. Just slowly backing it off, because I know that there's a lot of talk about like cams cracking when taking them out just under the force of the valve spring. Also, I know a lot of guys use magnets to keep the lifters in these trays, but I don't have magnets, and I'm not too concerned about keeping track of these. So let's see what this cam looks like. So if you look, we got lots of scoring on this middle one. It's kind of the same as the other one. Lots on this back one. So I'm glad I never really ran this head at all, because there's a lot of scoring here. Also, I'm going to find a bad one in here so I can kind of feel what a bad one is supposed to feel like. I'm hoping that when I take the cams out of my head, that I'll be able to feel which one is bad. So far with all of these, all the lifters are able to like push in and come back, so I'm hoping that means they're all mostly good. You guys can comment to let me know like what a bad lifter would feel like. I'm assuming that it would not be able to compress at all, or like be stuck compressed. So let me know if I'm right with that before I'm probably not going to replace all the lifters in my head. I'm probably just going to try to isolate which ones are stuck and then only replace those. So next up, I'm just going to fill this container with oil, that way that they can bleed out. I mean, they still have oil oozing out of them, but I just want to make sure that they stay with oil in them and stay bled before I go stick them in the new engine. All right, well, thank you guys for watching this. Stay tuned for a part 2. We'll be going back over to the storage unit and ripping apart the S52 cams and get the lifters swapped out. Yeah, let me know if you want to see or hear more about the story about the E36, kind of what all we've gone through with it, and kind of the horror stories behind it. If there's anything else you guys want to see, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later.